Hey, welcome back here. Hey, this tutorial is gonna be about let's bring in our Ring cameras into our Synology NAS by so since Synology NAS they offer a lot of softwares and it's a very good tool. It's a very good platform. So I'm gonna be bringing in. I already had done this in the past, but now I'm gonna bring it back. Use their platform. And this is very straightforward here. Here's my checklist. We're gonna go, this is what I want to accomplish. I'm gonna create a Docker to run scripted this software to communicate through the RTSP. So that way my ring can connect. And I got all the steps in here, steps, and then I'm gonna go through 'em. We need this Yelm script here that I found online, so we can point to it. And then once we get access, we set other configs, and we can access the portal of Scrypted, and then just point it there. And this is where we're gonna actually connect. That way, I don't have to go into. I mean, this is for whoever has Ring and whoever has Synology. You could do it with another NAS. Scrypted is a software. So let's go ahead and get started. And I put a little bit of descriptions here what I found. So this is very interesting and very cool. Saves you money because you can store all your images on your NAS. You don't have to go through hoops with Ring. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, you got to get your. You have to make sure you get that package right on your portal. You log into your portal, your NAS portal, and then under I already have it down, but under package center type in container manager so you can run that container in your in your NAS, okay, because you're going to be hosting it. So once you have it open, you're running it, you have it open, you want to create a project. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Create a project here. Create your project. Uh, you're gonna want to do all these steps correctly, because if one step is if you miss one step, you'll fail. You just have to delete it and create it again. So let's go ahead and get started. Create a project, and then I'm gonna name mine Ring NAS. At this point, you have to have you gotta prep. So your path. Once you start Docker, you'll see your path on your NAS. So I've already done a couple. So make sure, another thing very important. So the path is gonna be under Docker, right? If you don't have it yet, create one. Create a folder. The one thing that I noticed that you have to, it's all lowercase, and it has to match up your folder. Uh, because if it's not matched up with the project name, it's not gonna work. It's gonna fail at the end. Okay, so very important. And this YAM script is on. I'm gonna put it on the description on the bottom of the video. So let's go ahead and say next. Right here, you don't have to select nothing because you get your port once it finishes. I believe the port is 10443. I'll set it in here. So this looks correct. Use existing. I already had done it. I created one to test, but now I'm gonna recreate it. So for the next guy that wants to do it, so once you do it, this is gonna take a couple minutes. It's pulling the software it needs. So this might take a couple minutes. So you can I'm gonna probably just kind of pause it for a little bit, because I know it. I already ran through it, and that takes a minute. So, but you just gotta monitor it. Make sure make sure you don't. At the end, it gives you the result. If it fails, it says fail, and then you probably have to delete it. But if you don't put the name, if you don't match up the name on your folder, then it's gonna fail. That's a guarantee, because it failed on me twice. All right, so it took like a little bit over 5 minutes, but as you guys can see here, so it built that communication. It used that software, that's encrypted software, whatever. I don't really know the full terminologies, but I just know I'm just making it work. Okay, so now, all right, so you just want to close this out. Look at this. It's connected. That's how you're going to make sure, right? So at this point, we have a Docker on our container on Synology, pointing out to our Ring NAS. We still have to set it up. We still have to log in, authenticate, but we have to. So once we log into uh, Scrypted, we have to. Once we log into Scrypted, we have to download the plugins. And let's check the checklist. Let's check the checklist. So we're here now. Let's go ahead and log in, and then we're gonna. Once we log in, here's after you open up your browser, you put your IP, your NAS IP, and then this is the port. It's gonna hit your that portal, and then once you log in, you can create a username, a password, and then this is important. Of course, it's not gonna communicate without the plugin. But let's go ahead and complete it. So we can close this out. I don't need to be there. Let's go back into our. We're gonna do our IP for our NAS, but this time we're going in through port 10443, and then here it goes, the communication right here through that software, that scripted software, and it uses okay, there we go, and it uses RTSP. So they kind of work hand on hand. All right, so now you can create your username. Make sure you create a password. And by the way, you gotta, by this time, make sure you guys know your password to your Ring camera, your portal to your Ring. It's gonna ask for it, so that way it can bring over that communication, and it syncs over. And it's gonna. And if you have a second authentication set up, you just had it one time. I already noticed that you had it one time, and it stores one login, and it just rolls. So let's go ahead and create the account. All right, look at that. I know. All right, didn't match up. Okay, everything. That's what you got to prep, because there's no room for mistakes. All right, there we go. So now we're logged into our portal, right? Our encrypted portal, which we set up. We set up in Synology. So let's go ahead and go into the plugins. The plugins is gonna be, let's go check right here, devices, plugins right here. And then we wanna do install, search for a plugin. So it has a lot of them. That's probably the whole entire, all these other companies. But right now we're looking for Ring, because I have Ring. You can find yours. And you go from there. MVR, that's another one. Snapshot, core, I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and continue install. So once it installs the plugin, let me remember. I'm going by memory now. Right here, we want to finish right here. It's probably still installing. All right, let's see. Settings. Okay. Start plugin. Restart plugin up extension. Oh, here it goes. So after that, then you want to log in. View. Now where is it going to take us to view? Okay, we know we got the latest one. Alerts. Plugin failed to load. View console for more information. Okay, let's go into the console. Okay, it did fail. Okay. Okay. Let's try it again. Ring. Install. Installing plugin. Okay, plugin encrypted, blah, 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 blah. Auto launch. Enter, here it goes. So That second time it took it for whatever reason. I probably clicked it too soon. But so this is what we're going to see: enter your ring username and password. Once you're in there, once we're in here, now I'm new. Okay, here it goes. Now it's giving me the option. So this is where you're going to put your email, however you log into your ring, right? And then at this point right here, as soon as you hit save, you're going to get that second authentication from your ring if you have that set up, or however you have it set up to your email. So let me see. Let me see if I'm getting it. Okay. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. So I got it on my phone. What is this alert? Okay, I'm on here. So let me go ahead and say, let me enter it. Save. Okay, now, let's see what alert are we getting. Enter your, okay, we did. We already did that. We don't want to do this part. Extension. Okay, here it goes. Let's go back in here. Oops, not terminal. This is where it's going to take me to my my ring. I'll make sure I don't spell it wrong. It takes a bit to connect the communication. Load. Oh, look at that. Okay. No, that was probably the pass. That was probably the error message I got. Two-factor code. Okay, at this point, no, I don't like to see it like that. Okay, I had to redo the. I had something wrong on my password, but I got the code now. Another code. Okay, this should be saved. So once you save it one time, you don't have to be putting in the code all the time. There you go. Enter the username setup. So this is where, so it already detected my and I got a little message on my phone saying somebody connected. That's me. So now from here, you go into your cameras, and as you can see, let mine load up so we can confirm. Then from there you can go to download, stream, whatever record clip you got in. But let's make sure it worked, right? There we go. Bang. There's one section. So this is exactly how, and then this is exactly how it works. So you can bypass going into Ring, downloading. If you miss, you can download directly to your NAS, and you don't have to wait for you don't have to do loops. All right. Hopefully this helps. Hey, have a good one. Bye. Hey, what?